Hey, what's up, Minutemen? Kevin here, and welcome back to Ark Survival. So, night has clearly descended upon the domain of Bruce the Swamp Monster, but the sun is actually due up pretty soon. So, in the meantime, before the sun rises, I'm just going to get our preparation started here, because the first thing that I want to do today is, actually, you know what? Why don't we talk about the goals that we have for today, and then when the sun comes up, that'll make it safer for us to do our first thing, which is making a journey over to the Crater Crib so that we can pick up most of that metal. It's probably going to take a few trips. So we'll do a few back and forths with Queequeg, and then probably on the final leg, or maybe on the first leg, depending on how we're feeling at the time when we arrive, we do need to tame another Argentavis to do our best to replace, may they rest in peace, Bird Person, the second, I believe. So this may be Bird Person the third. We kind of lose track of these things. So we're going to have to do that. We got to get another Argentavis today. I want you to try to get a Bronto today because we talked about that last time. That's going to be huge as far as getting all the thatch that we need to lay out the foundations and just kind of like get the idea in mind to sort of experiment a little bit with our new structure for what we're going to do for the water base. What else did I want to do today? I've got it all written down. It's kind of covered over here somewhere. Hang on. There we go. Bring my notes to the forefront. So, metal, check. Argentavis, Bronto, check, check. I've got some tips. It's going to be a quick thing, but another little errand for us to run. We've got to get the beetle into the cage, and I think I finally know how we can do that easily with Dingus. I want to try to get flak armor, because now that we're going to have bountiful metal, we can get flak armor, which is going to be great. After the last disaster that killed Bird Person in the swamp trying to get all of that chitin and cementing paste, a few of you had actually recommended checking out the giant beaver dams. And I figured out that there was supposed to be one pretty close to where we are, and even if we have to go a little bit further than that, I would like to go and do a little bit of exploring and see if we can't find a giant beaver dam today. And last but certainly not least, they have been just throwing updates out like they're hotcakes. And in the latest one to the game, they added in a few more dinos, one of which looks pretty awesome, and I really wanted to go out and try to find one. They're supposed to be pretty common. It's called a Lystrosaurus. You guys probably already know about it, most of you. Lystro or Lystrosaurus. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it. L-Y-S, Lystrosaurus. And it's basically like dog, pig, reptile thing. I don't even know what we're gonna call it, but it seems like it's passively tamed. It seems like it'll be kind of a cool house pet. I don't know if exactly it's going to. Oh no, it does. It does have some cool utilities. Every dino, everybody has their own job, their own role in the universe of Bruce. So this thing, I think that you can actually pet it, and it temporarily boosts your stats. It does something for you. If it ups, like, your health, and I forget exactly. I have to look it up again. But we'll get to that a little bit later. So first things first, I've got to get the swamp monster here back in his regular armor, since I don't anticipate going into a hot cave or anywhere hot right now. So let's throw the chitin stuff back on, and I will be back in a few seconds. Alright guys, we are in about as good a shape as could be hoped for at this point. So let's mount up on Queequeg, and time to make the donuts. Using Queequeg for any form of combat makes me nervous, although somebody brought up a good idea in the comments last week that I could take Queequeg over to Herbivore Island and just take him on some kind of a mini rampage to try to kill some stuff and level him up a little bit. So I don't think we're going to do it today, but it's something that's been in the back of my mind. So as long as we can find some nice weak, low-level, very non-threatening dinos for him to try to play around with, then that could be a good way to gain him some experience pretty quickly. What do you think, buddy? Is there a stone-cold killer buried deep down inside that adorable face? I think there might be. Alright, so let's see what we got here. These things are still cooking strong. Oh wow, they're still going. They haven't even smelted everything down yet. But that is no matter, because we can load up as much. I'm already encumbered. I can't even... How much can we possibly carry? Oh, I don't think I can even... I'm going to have to drop some of this. I'll drop it and then come and pick it back up in a second. I still can't move. So we have to split this up like this, I guess. Still can't move because... Oh, no, there we go. I was just stuck. Alright, Queequeg. Let's find out if you're able to carry a whole bunch of stuff or what. Alright, so we've got Queequeg loaded up here with... What is that? Give or take 700, 686 metal ingots. And the weight is at 706 of 951. So not completely encumbered, but let's see if he's going to be able to fly at all. Yeah. I can't quite tell yet. Let's get up a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely more slowly than usual, I think, but He's chugging along. Alright, let's head back with this load. We've stopped right here for a few seconds, guys. I'm just taking a peek around, checking out the threats. There's some raptors over there. There's a cat up the pathway a little bit. But there are a few Argentavises around, but not too many. And there's actually some Stegos right there, which would be some awesome prime meat. So I might go ahead and try to tame us up a new bird person right now. Wish us luck. Is it already... did it... Okay, it's asleep. Must be a low level. Level 6. That's fine. We'll take you under our wing. I'm sorry, I'll shut up. And we'll level you up. So we've got this rifle here. Let's put this bad boy to use. Shoot us up some prime meat. It's not even moving. It's just giving us the clean headshot, begging for death. Oh, you don't know how boring the life of a Stegosaurus is. There we go. Right as right. Oh, wow, that's actually taming up much more slowly than I expected. That was one piece of prime. Alright, we're gonna have to get some more of that. We took a beating from that last Stego, but I don't think we even collected it off the prime off of it, because I thought that was gonna be enough. Let's go get the rest of it. The noble Argentavis circles about, trying to figure out where the shot rang out from. A second shot passes through its right wing, but it still can't identify the source. Okay, the third time I believe we actually hit it for the first time. And the noble Argentavis comes about face and goes stark mad trying to kill its potential assailant. But alas, the fourth and final bullet strikes it twixt the eyes. Bloody good fun. So guys, poor Bruce here, working his fingers to the bone, and we don't have enough food for him. He is starving. And sun is also going down, and I figured up on the mountaintop it's probably going to get cold as well. So we've still got a few minutes to wait until the Argentavis is tamed up. So I'm just going to start cooking up a little bit of food and have a nice fire for warmth. I don't know if this is new, if they just added this. It must be, because I would have noticed this before. When Bruce is hungry, now he's making these noises like... Can you hear that? Hang on, let me come away from the fire for a second. So that's kind of, I don't know, annoying and terrifying at the same time. In the past, I might have just said, Bruce is hungry, we'll wait till we get home. But the entire time, I was like looking around for more prime meat and checking on bird person. And all I hear is... I just felt so bad. I had to make a campfire for him. Alright, so there's not enough prime meat left, but I think one more piece of regular meat. 2 at the most. And bird person the third will be joining the family. Oh, that's about as close as you could possibly be to tamed without being tamed. So I should think that one more piece of meat is definitely going to do it. 3, 2, 1. Wait, okay. Just took him a second to eat it. Very good, sir. Welcome, bird person. I think that you are the third iteration of bird person. Right? I think. I'm going to go with 3. So, welcome, bird person. You beautiful bastard. So, you are following me. Got 2 extra levels out of that. Let's grab the extra meat out of here. Like so. Mount up on Queequeg and get back into that wild blue yonder. To the skies, my beauties, to the skies. Home at last, home at last. Bird person riding our ass the whole way home. Oh, feel bad for the poor thing. It just wants to land. It just wants to know where we're going. Poor Queequeg is so encumbered. I think that this took way longer than expected to actually fly all the way back because Queequeg's so encumbered. I might hold off because this is probably enough metal for now. And we actually have so many Brontos around here right now. As long as we can separate one from the herd, maybe this one that's closest, that would be ideal. So we can start taming up the Bronto next. But in any case, let's unload Queequeg, get all this metal off, and get situated here for a few seconds. Good bird person, good bird person. I'm gonna grab a saddle for you right now before I forget, actually. There we go. Yes, yes, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You know what? I think bird person needs to look a little bit more distinguished in his old iterations. I can't even say old age, but this is the third iteration of bird person. Oh, why is it not gonna let us put the glasses on? As part of the saddle? Is that what we do? I guess. Okay, yeah, it goes on to the saddle slot. So I don't know what the costume slot's all about. I thought that's where we put that. Fantastic. Alright, so that's all of it. I just threw all them metals into the smithy here for now. Can we sort by alphabetical? Yeah, there we go. Why does that look... Oh, come on. I want my stacks nice and neat. I want to have even 200s. There we go. 290. Is that right? 690? Yeah, because we already had a few pieces left over in here. That's right. Okay, so next up on the hit list, we got to start working on that Bronto, so that can be taming in the background while we do the rest of the things we have to do around here today. So we've got 47 trank arrows. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. And what I'm really hoping for is that we can just separate one of these Brontos from the pack so that they won't all try to rompa-stomp us while we bring down the first one. Well, we got a raptor coming in hot. Had a raptor coming in hot. Yeah, why don't we take the new bird person out to stretch his wings? Can come up on the ridge here and then fire down on this Bronto. Hold on to your butts. Alright, none of the other ones seem to be alarmed, and this one is thankfully stuck so far, but it's gonna break loose. But it's not gonna be able to make it up the cliff. It might run away. That'd be a pain. No, come back here. Come on back. That's it. That's it. Oh there. Oh there, Bessie. Come on now. You just sit right there, nice and pretty. Sit up straight, but that big goofy face of yours right in my sights. He keeps going up higher and higher. Huh. I'm aiming at the head, but I'm actually hitting it in the neck. I have to aim a little bit higher. There we go, there's a headshot. There it goes. Sweet, that actually wasn't too bad. I think that was fewer than the Rex usually takes. Although I kind of forget when we took down the Rex if we were using the crossbow or if we just had a regular old bow at the time. Right, so, I would love to gain bird burst and some experience attacking these Brontos, but it's still pretty low level. Maybe I will just shoot the first one. We gotta get some oh wait, what am I saying? I was thinking we had to get prime meat, but the Brontos are actually herbivores. You almost just died, buddy. You don't even know. Alright, so let's grab somebody, either Timmy or maybe Hodor. I don't know if I officially addressed that last episode, but I renamed Gary to Hodor. So we'll grab either Timmy or Hodor and go grab a whole bunch of Mayho berries if we don't already have some. Grab the narcotics too, we're probably going to need those. Alright, sweet, yeah, I thought so. I remembered putting Mayho berries in the cooking pot last week because we were going to use them to make something. One of the chowders or stew or whatever it was that would keep us cool when we were down underground in the cave. I think that was what it was for. But they are going to better use now. I didn't even see what level this thing was. Level 3. Alright, perfect. It'll tame even faster. Although, what kind of kibble? I didn't even think of that. What kind of kibble do Brontos take? It likes carbonemys kibble, and I don't think that we have any carbo eggs. No, we do not. We've got Dodos, Pteranodons, Rex, Ankylo, and Dilo. So no dice there. Alright, we'll just have to stick with the Mayho berries. That's what I was planning on anyways. It's okay that it takes a while. We've got other things to do around here. First of which... Oh, crap. We've got more narcotics in here. I gotta get some more narcotics. So we've got to grab... There it is. A couple narcotics. I don't think it's going to take very much. Just grab 10. And we've got to give Dingus over here his happy medicine. Where'd you go? Come here, buddy. Come here. Okay, sweet. You gotta level up, so we need to do your weight. I think it's always gonna be the weight with you, so that you can hold... Oh, it worked! I just... I was so focused on leveling up, I didn't even notice. We got 4 fertilizer and 8 oil. So it took longer than I was expecting, but at least it works. Somebody in the comments had mentioned, I don't know if this is true, but that when we leave the area and we go off on some of our grand adventures, the game no longer renders what's happening here at home base. You know, it's not rendering Dingus and the other animals, so it might not count as processing time. But even still, I don't know. Because, I mean, I know for sure some things continue... Whoa. Hey there. Hold there. I think that... Or I know for sure that some things continue, like the refining forges that we have going over at the Crater Crib. So, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the deal is with why that took so long, but maybe after we get him in his cave, he'll be a nice, happy, productive member of the family. So, Dingus, we've got to give you these nice, tasty narcotics. Yum, 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 yum. I don't know how many it's going to take to put him to sleep. He's pretty small, so hopefully not too many. And then once he's asleep, apparently we can drag his body. This actually makes a lot of sense. A few of you suggested this in the comments. The other suggestion, if this fails, was to kind of move the cage out a little bit from the wall so that we can sort of put the cage directly in a line in between us so that he'll walk into the cage and we'll be kind of behind the cage, if that makes sense. How you doing, buddy? That torpor's still going up. How are you not asleep yet? Your torpor is so high. Do we have to fill it completely? I think usually you only have to get the torpor up to like halfway and you fall asleep, don't you? Alright. We'll give you the extra dose. There we go. I think he's asleep. Why can I not drag you? Do I need a bare hand? Access inventory. Oh no. Oh no. This made perfect sense to me. I just kind of took you guys at your word that maybe you tried it, but maybe you haven't. But still, it made a lot of sense to me. I thought for sure this was going to work. Maybe he's too big? Because a lot of things, especially this size, like dodos, I think with dilos, I know you can with people. If you're playing with other people and you knock one of them out, you can drag their body. Oh. Alright, well... I don't think I'm going to waste a whole bunch of stimp berries just to wake him up. We'll let him do his thing and wake up of natural causes. That's going to take a little while. And then maybe after that we'll try the experiment by moving the cave out a little bit and kind of walking behind it, like I was just saying. So, alright, sweet dreams, Dingus. Continuing on, I think the next thing up on the list was the flak armor, right? So if we check this out, I don't believe we've earned, or learned rather, the engrams for it. Flak armor, nope. Alright, so let's do this. Oh me, oh my, already running low on engram points. A few of you also mentioned in the comments there's like a mind wipe tonic. So if we do get too low, we can always do that and then get rid of some of the other engrams that we don't need anymore. But we're okay on that for now. So let's check this out. I'm pretty sure we have to make it at the fabricator. So if we come over here... Miscellaneous, canteen, compositing. Oh, maybe we don't? I thought that we had to make that at the fabricator. Let's see, flak. Crafted at the smithy. Okay. So we've got this fancy fabricator, and all we've made with it is a canteen. Armor, metal, and it looks like we've got everything that we need already. More than enough metal, and we've got plenty of hide, all that good stuff. Ooh, doggies. This stuff is probably going to be heavy. It's going to be heavier than chitin. But it's going to be stronger, too. And look, a hell of a lot more badass. Let's see this shiz out in proper lighting. Oh! Oh! Introducing Bruce, a.k.a. the Mountain. You are looking swell, my man. Look at that freaking helmet. Oh, that thing is terrifying. I wouldn't mess with that. So Bruce is looking nice and sharp. Let's head over here and check out the latest hopeful additions to the family. See how we're doing. Oh yeah, taming is actually coming along a lot faster than I thought it would be. Torpor's still doing great. Bruce is making his groaning noises, so we know what that means. I should probably actually cook up some more meat. So while that Bronto is taming up, we can move on to our next objectives. First of which was the giant beaver dam. So I've got the map pulled up here of where the location is supposed to be, and it's pretty close to us. So I'm probably going to grab Bird Person and head over there. And I also wanted to do this first because apparently the Lystrosaurus, it's going to take a while for me to get used to. The Lystrosaurus is passively tamed with rare flowers, and oh, I should probably actually check before we go, just to see if we have any. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any rare flowers right now. But that's okay, because that's partly why we are going over to the beaver dam in the first place. One, because I wanted to check one out, because we haven't done that before, and two, because they supposedly contain rare flowers in them. So that would carry over perfectly into taming the Lysostratus. You see, guys, there's a plan. These plans come together. They might not be good plans, might not be very coherent plans, but there is a plan. Actually, you know what? Before we head over there, what I think I'm gonna do, since we're waiting for this meat to cook up anyways, is get our guns back in a better place, because we've only got 15 rounds left in the rifle, and it's actually kind of damaged as well. So let's get that fixed up and get some rounds back in the shotgun. Alrighty, I think that ought to do it. So we've got 8 more rounds for the shotgun, rifle's all patched up. Let's make sure we get those rounds in the chambers, all locked and loaded, ready to go at a moment's notice. Beautiful. Alrighty, so I just checked a few seconds ago on our beautiful Bronto, and it's coming along just fine. Gave it a few more narcotics, so it's going to be sound asleep. So let's get Bird Person here airborne, and head on over, because it looks like it's down the coast a little bit, right over this way. There ought to be a beaver dam. Oh wait, actually, is stuff heavy? I forget if stuff is heavy. Chitin is lightweight, the flowers I'm assuming are lightweight. I don't know about cementing paste, if that's going to be heavy or not. Well, we'll get over there and check it out. If we have to, we can come back later with Queequeg. You know what we couldn't even do? I don't think I'm going to do it today. Not even necessarily soon. I think we've all had enough of taming... I forget what they're actually called. I just call them Queequegs all the time. They're called Quetzals. Of taming Quetzals. I think we've all had enough Quetzal taming for a while. But... it would be cool if we could get another one so that Queequeg could have a mate, and also we could sort of make a caravan that we could take over to places. You know, like over to the Crater Crib if we need to haul back a whole bunch of metal. Because it's going to last us for a while. I mean, we only did the one trip today. We were talking about going back and forth, but it just took so long that if we were able to set up a caravan of Quetzals, the conundrum that is a caravan of Quetzals to carry all of our crap. Alrighty, so if my calculations are correct, and by my calculations I mean whoever put together this map, so thank you to that person, there ought to be a beaver dam right around over here somewhere. Makes sense that there would be one right here where the river gets really skinny, although I don't see it here. Well guys, I am vexed. I am terribly, terribly vexed. Because from the map, it looks like it should be right here. There's another one a little bit further to the west and north of here. I'd rather not be gone for too long. Just because I want to get back and check up on our Bronto. Let me take another sweep around here, and then we'll decide if we want to go over to that second possible location. What is that? Is that just a rock, or is that actually a structure under the water? I think that's it right there. It was under the water the whole time. I probably looked that way and thought it was a rock. I think that's it. Yup, that's it. Awesome. Oh, hold your fire. Oh, yeah, that's right. As soon as you touch it, they become aggressive, right? Oh, no, it's not even... Huh. Hold your fire. Oh, they do become aggressive, though. Come on, help me out, Bird Person. Can you kill this thing for me? I don't know how strong they are. I don't really like this with Bird Person getting in there like that. I think it's almost dead anyways. I'm sorry, Mr. Beaver. I'm so sorry. Mrs. Beaver. Female. I just wanted to plunder your goods. I didn't mean for this to happen. Yeah, but there's still the little matter of the fishies. But we ought to be able to dispense of them pretty quickly. I'm so used to them posing such a threat in Survival of the Fittest. And then I realized, wait a second, I have a sword. Yeah, it's all pretty light, except for the wood, but we don't really need the wood. And yeah, there's the rare flowers right there. Awesome. Cementing paste, flowers, silica pearls, cementing paste, cementing paste. This is absolutely the way to go. Oh, there's another one! Another one coming in hot. Was this the male? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Wait, can we just fly away? If we kill it, will it refill? I mean, if we just leave it alone. Man, I kind of wish we didn't kill the female. I wonder if that's the case. If you leave them alive, if they restock it, and then if you kill them, I don't know what happens. Maybe you have to wait for another one to respawn. I don't know what the deal is with that. But we got our booty, so for better or worse, we get to come home not empty-handed. But first things first, priorities. Sit over here, check out the Bronto taming. Oh no! Oh, we lost all the progress because there wasn't enough berries. Well, at least it's still here, still sound asleep. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait even longer for that thing to tame. But that's okay. That was stupid. I was paying so much attention to how unconscious it was. I didn't notice how low the berries probably were. Yes, Hodor. Hodor smash. Yeah, she was pretty hungry. From all that time, she probably didn't have food in her belly, so that taming got back up to halfway very quickly. And we also had Hodor smash up the countryside and get 69 more Mayho berries. She already ate all the rest of them. Okay, so we'll probably grab even more. I threw the rest of the berries in here just so that wouldn't happen again, just in case. So she'll always have some berries in there to maintain. And let's make sure that she stays nice and sleepy here. So hopefully that's enough Mayho berries for now. We'll keep a closer eye on the Bronto for the next few minutes here. So let's get Hodor back inside. And let's see. Looks like Dingus has awoken from his mighty slumber. So if we can't drag him, he's gonna be pretty slow moving, but we can at least tell him to follow us. There you go. Come on over here, buddy. Alright, so I think that this strategy ought to be just crazy enough to work. So if we have this door open, we ought to be able to back ourselves up here and hopefully pull Dingus into the cage. So you come on over here for a few seconds, buddy. That's it. That's it. Keep coming this way. Keep coming this way. Walk him into the door even, just like this. Yep. And then keep on coming. Keep on coming. Alright, now stop. Ha! We did it. Fantastic. Now we should be able to access without... Let me see, I don't want to open this by accident. Can we set a pin code, unlock, open? Because right now it's showing E is open. What the... What? Are you kidding me? What kind of shoddy construction work? Who built this thing? Oh my god, well that's absolutely useless. It just glitched through it in all of 6 seconds. I didn't even get to open up his inventory. Alright, well, so much for the wooden cage idea. Later. Oh man. Well, that was a waste of time. I can't believe that happened so quickly. So let's see, what do we have left on the docket that we wanted to do today? We've still got to find our Lystrosaurus. But again, I don't want to venture off too far. At least we need to make sure the Bronto is all stocked up if we do. Just doing a little self-educating on the Gamepedia over here, and I guess the Argentatus can pick up the Lystrosaurus. So it makes sense we just take bird person and just kind of scour the area and see if we can't track one down. Lystrosaurus, where are you? How? How did you do it? Saul! You beautiful bastard! How? Oh, if only you could talk. I really want to hear the magical tale of how you escaped from your dungeon. This is fantastic. Oh, joyous day! Let's pump up your melee damage a little bit. What a surprise. He was just sitting there. He somehow escaped, and he's just been chilling here, knowing that one day we would return. Alright, so let's take Saul home. If we can't find a Lystrosaurus, at least we got this to be a nice pleasant surprise. And I also just realized as we were flying over this way that if we actually wait, Saul is a male, and who else we got? We've got Rick Sanchez. Alright, so if we ever do tame a female, it's going to be some kind of a ferocious three-way going on in the scorpion world. But, as I was just saying, if we can't tame or find the Lystrosaurus, I also just realized that we do need to craft a saddle for the Bronto. I wasn't even thinking of that, because that's probably going to be pretty expensive. It's a pretty big saddle for a pretty big girl, so that's going to take a lot of materials. I don't know exactly how much of what, but we might need a few minutes to round up that kind of stuff. So that's something we can work on if we can't find our man bear pig. Although I think we just got lucky. That's one right there. It's so little, it's adorable. How cute is that thing? A Lystrosaurus level 4. Hey, buddy. Put taming food in last item slot to feed. Alright, well, I'm going to carry you back over so that we can keep an eye on the Bronto. Aww. Kind of a butterface. Face is a little creepy looking, but I don't care. It's precious. Alright, let's see. So, rare flowers in the last slot. Done deal. Where are you? There you are. Hey, buddy. Wow, that tamed really quickly. So, judging by that, it's probably going to take 2 more flowers. I don't know how frequently it eats. I forget what else it could eat, too. Let me pull up. Yeah, it looks like it's just that or Mayho berries. And apparently 45-second feeding intervals, more or less. So, this should take about 3 minutes. Oh, look at him slipping and sliding up the hill. Hey there. Hey. Look at he's coming over to say hi. His little poops. Look at his little poops. I'm actually going to pick that up. I'm going to clean up after you so that I can give this to Dingus. Yeah, that was real fast. This ought to do it. Fantastic. Lystrosaurus. It's a female. I was just gonna name it Man Bear Pig, but it's a female. But I can never keep the genders straight anyways, so... Alright, you are what you are. Man Bear Pig. Sold. If we ever find a male version of you, we'll rename him to Man Bear Pig, and we'll call you something else. Alright, so if we can pet it. Oh, look... This thing's freaking adorable. And then what did that do for us? That actually does something, right? So it looks like it can pass through door frames. So we could actually bring this thing inside if we wanted to, hang out with Dave and Mrs. Dave. But it's it does an experience boost, which I guess doesn't affect the player, so it won't help us gain experience, but for the dinos around us, when you pet it, it activates the experience boost ability. There's an area of effect of about 3 or 4 foundations and lasts 5 minutes before it needs to be reactivated. Yes, Packy, we hear you. The experience boost only appears to apply to tamed dinosaurs and does not affect the player. So I guess if we wanted to try to... Oh! Wait. Okay, that's not us. I got confused for a second. I thought that the... Or is it? No, it's not us. Okay. So that little symbol above its head, I guess, is indicating that the experience boost is in effect, and we have to reactivate it every 5 minutes. So if we did want to boost up the experience on somebody, I was gonna say with Queequeg, but I don't know how exactly we'd manage that, because he can't carry Man Bear Pig and attack something at the same time. So I don't know. We'll figure out a good use for you. If nothing else, you're an awesome little pet. Oh, cool. So it shows the symbol above their head if they're within range of the experience boost. Cool. Well, welcome to the family, Man Bear Pig. At this point, I shall pass you off to hang out with your siblings, and I will not see you again until I give you a firm handshake on your 18th birthday. So the Bronto is just about tamed up. I'm expecting any second now we're going to get the word. So let's go ahead and learn the Bronto saddle. We can't do the platform saddle yet. That's not until level 70. What level are we at right now? We're at 67, creeping up on 68. So a couple more episodes and we ought to be able to get those platform saddles, which is going to be awesome. I think that we get the Quetzal one at level 72, don't we? I mean level 70 as well, not level 72. Or that might actually be level 80. I kind of forget on the Quetzal one. But in any case, actually we can probably look it up right here, right? If I just search for Quetzal. Oh, it's level 80. Okay, so we still got a ways to go on that one. But let's see what the ingredients are for the Bronto. Maybe it's at the smithy. It's probably a smithy one. And there it is! A Bronto. Excellent. So, this naming is going to go back to the early days. Back to the glory days. Betty the Bronto. For those of you who have been with this Ark series since the beginning, you'll all remember Betty the Bronto. The tame that was never actually tamed. So, welcome, Betty. Welcome. You just, you do you, since we can't put you anywhere inside. There's just no space for you. So, hang out for a few seconds. Go up and chill with your friend there, Bronto Rafiki, up on the mountaintop. And, oh, you're trying to follow me, aren't you? Nope, it's okay. It's okay. You can stay. You can stay. Good. So, I'm going to head inside and figure out what we need to craft up the saddle. Bronto saddle. We need 350 hide, a little bit more fiber. Alright, no sweat, no sweat. We'll take Ghost out on a little mini killing spree and we'll be all set. Ghost, you are getting deadly, my friend. That was so quick. The attack music had barely started and the thing was already dead. I thought that was going to take a hell of a lot longer. How quickly do you think Ghost can take down this guy? I was about to jump off and let him do his dirty work because he was getting really worn out, but that was pretty fantastic. Not bad. It was only level 4, but still, those things are big and strong. There it is. Alrighty, so let's go saddle up Betty. Take her for a spin. Alright, Betty, how's that feel, girl? That nice and comfortable? Whoa. Look at how tiny we look on top of this thing. Bruce. Even the great Bruce was dwarfed on top of his Betty. So like I said, we probably could squeeze her in there with some space, but her primary function is going to be chilling up in the forest there and just being a thatch factory. So let's move her up there. That's probably where she's going to spend most of her time. Oh, what is going on back here? What are you two swatting your tails at? Are they fighting each other? Do Brontos actually fight each other? That looks like what's happening. Oh god. They're both passive. Why would they... They're both herbivores. That's a female level 22. That definitely looks like what's going on, though. Alright, oh god. Oh god. That fall damn near killed me. Let's go nice and easy, nice and gentle. On back over here. Is that... Wait, Betty's way over there, right? They're fighting each other. Well, at least if we die, we've got all of our stuff right here. Ah! Alright, we need Coco. We need Coco right now. Come here, girl. Where are you? No, stud, I don't want you. Where's your wife? I know I'm starving. We gotta get over there quick before that thing kills poor Betty. Why? No. Okay. Come on, Coco. Go time, girl. It's go time. It would be absolutely fantastic if there wasn't this horrible, horrible fog right now. That's it, Coco. Give me your worst. That's so weird. Unless they're both just like swatting at some Meganoras in between them, but I think I would get the notification saying like, they killed some Meganoras. It always gets me how far they fly. Well, I don't know what it was all about, but everything seems pretty calm now, so nice work, Coco. The heavy hitter came in and conquered. Now back to her well-earned slumber. Or not. What is going on? Oh, no, no, not everybody, please. Oh, left the door open. See what happens? See what happens when we leave the door open? Chaos. Sheer chaos. What is attacking us? Is it this Bronto now? Oh god. If this thing even kills anything, I'm gonna lose it. Let's just open the floodgates. Let's open the floodgates. Come on, Coco. Finish this thing off, alright? It's a team effort. It's a family kill. That's it, everybody get a piece. Everyone's sword must enter his body. Yes! God, that's so weird. It was just chilling there. I don't know. We couldn't have provoked it. I didn't hit it. I don't know why it would get so aggressive all of a sudden and start attacking us. But, alright, everybody. Red group, gold group, all fighters follow me. Alright, so after all of the action, I think we have finally gotten the entire family back in the pen. So let's close the doors. And let's see, poor Betty here actually took a pretty good beating in that fight. But hopefully nothing like that will happen again. That's so weird. Maybe you guys will have some idea. Maybe you can explain to me in the comments exactly what might have caused that. I don't know why that Bronto on Bronto action just kind of sparked up like that. And also, if you guys have any tips or suggestions for how to properly dismount, because I keep getting hurt. Even just getting off of Coco a few minutes ago, I got hurt on the fall, and I'm already kind of weak from, I don't know, I probably got swatted a couple times with the tail, and just from everything that happened before, so, let me see. See what I mean? That takes out like a quarter of my health just falling off of here. There's got to be a better way to do that. Almost there, guys. I just want to take Betty up into the forest so I could take one trial swoosh and see how much we're exactly able to harvest with a flick of the tail without getting too close to that giant herd of onyx that we're going to have to do something about eventually. God, if they ever swarmed right now, Betty would be dead in the water. Maybe next time we'll do something about that. Maybe we'll craft up some more shotgun ammo, go over there, and just paint the ground red. Okay, Betty, that's good. Good job, girl. So let's get up top here. And I'm guessing just left click. 16 thatch, whole crap ton of berries. Yeah, I think this will do. And with the weight so high too, what is her weight capacity? 936, so kind of the same as Queequeg actually. What does right click do? Anything different? Looks like nothing. Right click doesn't do anything. Alright, sweet. I was kind of hoping for something even more dramatic, to be honest. But this'll suffice. We'll be able to get plenty of thatch this way. And it's not like her stamina... Yeah, that doesn't take a lot of stamina. She's got a whole lot of weight. So we ought to be able to get a whole bunch of thatch. And she's even getting some wood quickly. So yeah, this will work out great. We ought to be able to use this system to build sort of the outline of our new castle over the water. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to wrap it up here. We've achieved our goals for the day, and I'm going to do it literally right here because I'm too scared to jump down. So again, like I said, if you guys have tips for a proper brontosaurial dismount, then that would be fantastic. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Another great episode today. What do we get? A couple more tames. We got Betty here. We got Man Bear Pig. We were able to bring back a whole bunch of the metal and craft up our flak armor, and we were able to raid one of the beaver dams. So we got a whole bunch of cool resources out of that. So another productive day here in the world of Bruce. So thank you for watching, guys. If you do have tips or suggestions for next time, I've got some ideas. There's always lots of things to do, but I'm thinking maybe next time one of the most requested things that I've had is to do more in the water, because we really haven't even delved into that. There's a whole other world in Ark that we've barely touched upon. Between the underwater animals and the dinos and the caves and all of that. So I'm leaning towards that. But as always, if you guys do have suggestions for things, if not next time, in the future that you'd like to see, I want to take it into account. So next time we'll probably have some underwater adventures, maybe some taming, a little bit of exploration, maybe some scuba gear, who knows, we'll see. But thank you for watching this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one, and as always, at ease, Minutemen.